Hello dear students, this is Monayem. I welcome you to my class. Today I will give you the class of the subject of English. And in the English question paper there will be 4 parts. In the third part there will be grammar. 5 questions completely on grammar. And the last topic, that means question number 13, is on the use of punctuation marks and capitalization. And here I will discuss completely on the rules of capitalization. That means where to use capital letters. Dear students, we have some learning objectives here. After completing this lesson, that means if you listen to this lecture well, at the end you will be able to explain the principles of capitalization, and you will also be able to list the rules for capitalization, and at the same time it will be very much easy for you to identify errors in capitalization. So a question arises, what is capitalization? It's very much simple, Capitalization refers to the use of capital letters. And if we look for a formal definition, then capitalization is the action of writing or printing in capital letters or with an initial capital. That means to start a sentence with a capital letter. And in English alphabet there are 26 letters. If we just look at the letters here on the screen from A to Z in capital form, that means when they are capitalized, then they are written in this way. They are also called, that means when you use capital letters, so capital letters are also known as uppercase letters. In the lowercase letters, they will look like this. Look at the screen. Small letters or lowercase letters will look like this. You have learned this. You learned this in class 1 or nursery or even before your schooling. Another question is there. So why is capitalization necessary? Capitalization is necessary to show readers the importance of specific words and to indicate change in meanings. That means if you don't use capital letters where necessary, the actual meaning of the writing, of the passage or of the text will be distorted, will not be conveyed properly. That is why capitalization is necessary. Just for an example, I am showing you a passage without any capital letter. Look at this passage, at this text. At the end of this lecture, I will also show you this passage in proper format. That means in the proper way of writing with capital letters, small letters. Look, I have made a terrible mistake, said Abra. That's not surprising, you're always making mistakes, said Ridwan. What have you done? I've forgotten to pay the bill of the coffee shop. No problem, let's have cups of tea and use the money. Rubbish, I can't do that. I'll pay the bill tomorrow and have cups of tea there with you, free of cost. Look, it looks odd. Without capital letters, this passage looks odd because this is not the system of writing or typing. So, where to use capital letters? Where to capitalize? Let's know some capitalization rules, and I hope they will help you much to use capital letters in proper places. So, what are the rules? Let's start discussing. Rule number 1. The first letter in a sentence. It's important to always capitalize the first letter of a sentence. This is perhaps the easiest and most straightforward of the capitalization rules, as there are virtually no exceptions or other complications. If it's the first word in a sentence, capitalize it. So I repeat, if it's the first word in a sentence, capitalize it. For example, Abra is a student. The sentence starts with Abra, and Abra, the word starts with letter A. And look, A is here, right? That means A is capitalized. If we didn't capitalize it, it would look odd and incorrect. Rule number 2. The first word in quotations. You have another grammatical item in part C, that is narration, that is speech. In direct form, you see, I also call them quoted speech. You see that there are quotations. In direct speech, you find quotations. So the first word in quotations starts with capital letter. That means this sentence is a quotation with the largest sentence. Capitalize it, but only if it is a complete sentence. Keep it in mind. Only if it is a complete sentence. If it is merely a phrase that fits neatly into the largest sentence, it doesn't require capitalization. That means if it is not a complete sentence, just a phrase or a word, the first letter needs not to be capitalized. Here are some examples. The waiter said, "My manager will be here shortly." Look, the quotation, "My manager will be here shortly," is a complete sentence. We started with it with a capital letter. The "my" is a word, here "m" is capital. And not capitalized, look at the next sentence. The waiter told us that his manager would be here shortly, but he never came. So within the inverted commas, we find three words: "be here shortly" as a phrase, and the first letter was not capitalized. It's not necessary to capitalize it. We cannot use capital letters after colons or semicolons. Unlike words after quotation marks, words after colon don't need to be capitalized. Colons are often used before the introduction of a list. In this case, they are usually not introducing a complete sentence, and as such, shouldn't be capitalized. For example, here is our favorite reading materials: books, magazines, and travel guides. This is just a list, and in the list we find some materials: books, magazines, and travel guides. None of this starts with a capital letter. Next sentence. Consider packing the following items: bug spray, sunscreen, shampoo, and chopstick. None of this listed here starts with a capital letter. Similarly, if you generally don't capitalize after a semicolon, even though a semicolon can be used to separate two independent clauses, they are considered a part of the same sentence. That means two clauses in the same sentence. So the second clause won't start with a capital letter. Look, for example, in the first example, Dad has always been a strict disciplinarian. However, he made an exception this time. So the second clause, however, he made an exception this time, didn't start with a capital letter. Second sentence, Zoe wants to go to the park, and I told him I need to finish my work first. So Joey wants to go to the park. It is the first clause, and the second one is I told him I need to finish my work first. So in next clause, the second clause starts with a capital letter. Why? It is I. I is always used in capitalized form. And we have another rule here that will be completely on this. Rule number 3. Titles of people. This one may seem obvious, but it's not as easy as it looks. Of course, you capitalize the first letter of a person's first, middle, and last names. Look at this name, Mahib, Taslim, Tariq. But you also capitalize suffixes like Junior, the Great, or Princess of Power, Princess of Wales, and titles. So the name Mahib, Taslim, Tariq, one name with 3 parts, 3 words. Each of the words starts with a capital letter. Titles can be as simple as Mr., Mrs., a doctor, but they also apply to situations in which you address a person by his or her position as though it were part of their name. That means Mr., Mrs., doctor, or different titles must be started with a capital letter. For example, when we capitalize, I'm writing my report on President Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln was a president of America, of the United States of America. Look, when he was a president. So, president was not in the second sentence. During the Civil War, Abraham Lincoln was the president of the United States. It was just simply as general as other presidents, not his title. That is why the word president starts with small letter. Next sentence. While I was an intern, I shadowed Senior Marketing Director Ryan Khan for a day. Here look, Ryan Khan, his title is the name of the position he held as title before his name. So when title comes in front of one's name, the word starts with a capital letter, or if it is more than one word, each of the words will start with a capital letter. Next sentence, Ryan Khan is the most productive marketing director. The position didn't come before Ryan Khan. This is why here each of the words starts with a small letter. Capitalize people's titles if they come before the person's name or are used instead of the person's real name. Keep it in mind. For example, the Honorable Judge Latifur Rahman may be called Judge Rahman. Look at this name, my dear students. Here Judge, the title, the name of the position comes in front of the name of the person. Or simply Judge. Always capitalize his title, Judge. Be sure to capitalize titles if used in direct address to. Suppose you don't address to someone by his or her name, you are just using the position or title. Then what to use? Then you will also use capital letter. For example, doctor refers to the person, but it is also an addressing as a title. This is why we used D in capitalized form. Look at this example. Will my pet be okay, doctor? D here is capitalized. Rule number 4, days, months, holidays, they will start with capital letter, but not seasons. Even though we capitalize days, months, and holidays, not every word falls in this. We don't need to capitalize winter, spring, summer, or fall, or autumn, unless it's part of a title or proper noun. Look at the screen, look at this rule, and read them carefully. As I told you before, that is pronoun I. It's not only necessary to capitalize other pronouns. It's not when they begin a sentence, but when we talk about I, wherever it is, you have to capitalize I. For example, I don't know about you, but I would wait for it to go on sale. He said that we can go home, but I would wait to hear from the manager. Hriday and I are going to the Memphis later tonight. Here, look at the use of I in capitalized form. Proper nouns. As I told few minutes ago, proper nouns must be in capitalized form. That means each of the proper noun will start with a capital letter. So here, look at the screen, you will find the categories of proper nouns, different categories of proper nouns. Each of them starts with capital letter. And when you close a letter, when you close writing a letter, then at the end of it, you write valediction like sincerely or yours truly. The first word in these farewell words or complementary clauses should be capitalized just like the beginning of a sentence. Look at this sentence again. The first word in these farewell words or complementary clauses should be capitalized just like the beginning of a sentence. We're wishing you all the best. Here, wishing starts with a capital letter. If you would like to include your title after your name, that must be capitalized too. For example, yours truly. Here, yours starts with capital Y. Then, the names of books, movies, they also start with capital letter. But keep it in mind, if the name has more than one word, then there are some restrictions, limits. What are they? Then you have to capitalize the first word, then adjectives, nouns, verbs, and the last word. You cannot capitalize articles, conjunctions, prepositions, unless and until they are the starting word. So meanwhile, we generally don't want to capitalize articles, conjunctions, prepositions, unless and until they are at the very start. That means if they are not the starting word of the name. So the first letter of a work of art is always capitalized, even if it is an article, preposition, or conjunction. If the name consists of more than one word, first letter in other words, except article, preposition, and conjunction, will be capitalized too. Look at the examples. The class manager, a few good men. Aji murbe putul nache riti kotha one flew over the cuckoo's nest, and Spider-Man far from home, but in my heart at wounded knee. And the passage that I showed you in the very beginning, the passage of text without any capital letter, that looked all. Now look at this, look at this, look at this. On the screen, this is properly typed with capital letters and small letters together where necessary. Now there is an exercise for you. You learned something. Now practice. Where is my son? Said the grocer crow. Carry your son away, said the fruit seller. You liar! How can a crow carry away such a big boy? Just the same way as the mice can eat away the balance and bits. So practice at home. You have more lessons in the book. Practice from there. So, my dear students, this is the end of this video, of this class, of this lecture online. I'll be present again in front of you again with another lecture. So, till then, keep safe, keep sound. Thank you so much, everyone. Allah Hafiz.